Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Virginia Cavaliers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Charlottesville continues to be one of the most beautiful cities in the South. Their capacity at Scott Stadium is 61,000, and this beautiful horseshoe design provides gorgeous views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Straight ahead, it's Lewis. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second and long here. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
South Carolina, and they'll take over 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Fuller. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fighting off the defender. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. On the move. Past the 6. Turning it on. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And I'm not going to lie, that 4th down in medium range is really, really difficult. You want to play pass, you're expecting pass, but offensively, boom, you sneak it in there. That means you knew something. You saw something against this defense that you knew it would work. Great job by the offense, sticking to their guns, calling the play that was a little bit outside the box.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football.
Touchdown, South Carolina! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 15, here's the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Sellers. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's taking the shot. Makes a grab deep. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got some room, it was over.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 14, set to kick this one.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. He's changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Under pressure. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
The run inside. It's Lewis. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose down the middle. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Sellers. Right side, it's Fuller. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Look out. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Again, it's Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tag. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Sellers to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got room at the 35. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Sellers. He wants to take the top off. Snags it down the right side. Hits the crease. To the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires left. Got a man, it's Lewis. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Cavaliers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw one first. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
The Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. They've got him corralled.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd and 3. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Sellers. Turns it on in midfield. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not...
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a deep grab. There he goes. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. Drops back on 1st down. On the move. He's going to take off. Lowers those pads. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down, going to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. In traffic, it's Hunt. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
For the offense.
Out wide right, it's Sellers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for space, it's McAllister. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Sellers from the gun on third down. Makes a connection. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Soft spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Right side, it's Flores.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Gotta make the play on fourth. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Sellers. Going downfield for the big play. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Virginia, 17.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They use the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fires to the right. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Martin. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Tuggle. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Sellers. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He wants to throw it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He wants a big play here late. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's slipped out. And the offense gets the ball back as time expires, and that sort of sums up the end of this one. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
Now, I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David